Greetings FPL fanatics. Welcome back to another riveting episode of FPL Buds, your ultimate pit stop for Fantasy Premier League mastery. I'm your guide through the maze of player selections, Mr. Goat, and today's ride promises to be a thrill. I am delving into players to watch for upcoming game weeks and Captaincy Pick for game week 19. I will also be reviewing my game week 18 team performances and revealing my team for game week 19. So, let's get started without delaying. To start of the episode, let's talk about players to watch for upcoming game weeks. Kicking us off, it's Gabriel Jesus, the dynamic forward from Arsenal, priced at 8 million. Blink and you might miss this gem. Selected by a mere 5.2% of managers. Jesus is a regular starter now, after coming back being fully fit. His expected goal involvement of 0.48 and 4 attempted goals against Liverpool shows his attacking threat. His delicious set of upcoming fixtures, West Ham United, Fulham, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, put him on the radar. If you're eyeing an upgrade, swapping Darwin Núñez for Jesus could be a masterstroke for your team. Next in my list, Pascal Gross, the maestro gracing Brighton's midfield, priced at a modest 6.4 million. A 3.3% ownership, but boy does he pack a punch. Recently stationed in that pivotal number 10 role, Gross's recent assist against Palace painted a vivid picture of his influence. While the next couple of fixtures might seem unfavourable, Game Week 21 onwards presents a promising landscape for Brighton. Keep an eye on this differential. Gross might just be the spice your team needs. Now let's talk about Leon Bailey, the midfielder from Aston Villa, available at an inviting 5.6 million. With a paltry 3.1% selection, Bailey's recent 25-point haul over the last 5 game weeks warrants attention. Villa's commendable form further amplifies his allure. Facing off against out-of-form Manchester United in game week 19, followed by encounters against Burnley and Everton, Bailey emerges as a budget-friendly differential that could elevate your squad. Time to shine the spotlight on Gabriel, the defensive linchpin from Arsenal, available at a steal for 4.9 million. Bagging a commendable 10 points, including 2 bonus points in game week 18, he showcased his aerial prowess with a header against Liverpool. Arsenal's promising fixture run makes Gabriel a compelling asset. His defensive contributions, boasting 5 recoveries, 7 clearances, and 1 block against Liverpool, signal reliability. Swap out an injured Tsimikas, Reece James, or a struggling Matty Cash for Gabriel to boost your defensive assets. Last but certainly not least, let's turn our attention to Julian Alvarez, the promising forward from Manchester City, valued at 6.8 million. With Erling Haaland out, Alvarez is a go-to asset from Manchester City. Game week 19 and 20, present favourable fixtures for City, Everton away and Sheffield United home. Alvarez's recent exploits in the Club World Cup final, where he netted twice and provided an assist, hint at a player hitting a purple patch. Swapping Darwin Núñez for Alvarez might just inject some flair into your squad for the next 2 game weeks. Now, let's move on to the next segment where I will guide you through possible top 3 picks for Captain Armband for game week 19. My first choice captaincy pick is none other than King Salah. Salah had a decent match against Arsenal after a blank in game week 17. Now Liverpool faces Burnley away. This fixture is favourable for double-digit haul for Mohamed Salah. He created 2 chances and attempted 3 goals against Arsenal at Anfield. Burnley has conceded 22 goals at home this season and also have 25 big chances conceded in overall games. This will be a perfect game week for Salah's owners to give him an armband. For my next pick, I have Heung-min Son. Son plays away against Brighton. Son's recent form is really hot, where he is scoring and assisting in every game week from left-wing position. On the other side, Brighton are struggling recently defensively, conceding 3 goals in the last 2 matches. With Richarlison and Kulusevski coming to a good form too can be a real boost for Son cappers for a potential good return in upcoming game week. If you don't own Salah, then Son is definitely a first-choice captain for game week 19. Now, my third captaincy pick is Manchester City's forward, who can be a real differential captain. His form in the Club World Cup final was great, where he scored 2 goals and assisted 1. Erling Haaland being on the sideline so far, Alvarez can shine again against Everton this game week. If you own him and want a real differential option, then Alvarez is a go-to player this game week. Now let's get back to my game week 18 team performance. This game week has been a great game week for me, with a total of 55 points giving me a green arrow. I jumped up my overall rank to 78 KA with 1079 overall points. Newcastle's poor away form cost me a point in goalkeeper position, where Dubravka scored 3 points, and Areola on bench scored 8 points. Gabriel with 10 points was a standout player in my defence, and the remaining 2 defenders scored a combined 3 points. In my midfield, Salah and Son scored 7 points each, scoring 1 goal each and the other. 3 midfielders disappointed me. Big disappointment was Cole Palmer, who picked up his 5th yellow card and is now suspended for upcoming game week. In my forward line, Solanke's amazing hat-trick helped my team go up the rank this game week. And Watkins disappointed with just 4 points as a captain, who had a pretty bad game week with just 1 shot on target against a defensively weak Sheffield United side. Overall, game week went good for me, and I'm hoping even better in game week 19, where I can capitalise my 2 free transfers. Now let's look at my team for game week 19. In goal, I am backing Dubravka at home against Nottingham Forest. In my defence, I am going for 3 defenders this week too, adding a new member, none other than bonus point magnet and current best attacking right-back in Premier League, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I decided to sell Lascelles this game week, using my 1 free transfer for Arnold, and I am rolling another free transfer for game week 20. In my midfield, I am going with 4 keeping suspended Palmer on the bench, and I am playing Archer this week, making 3 forwards with Watkins and Solanke. For the captain armband, I am 100% sure about Salah this week with Son as my vice-captain. And there you have it, fellow managers, your players to watch for upcoming game week. Don't overlook these potential game changers. Stay tuned for more invaluable insights and strategies, exclusively on FPL Buds. Until we reconvene, may your captaincies reap bountiful points, and your substitutions prove shrewd. This is Mr. Goat bidding you adieu. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.